Introducing the phantom time hypothesis. History, we often believe, is a tapestry woven from facts and dates. But what if someone claimed a significant chunk of that tapestry was a forgery? This is the startling premise of the phantom time hypothesis, put forward by German historian Heribert Illig. Illig proposes that a period of 297 years, from 614 AD to 911 AD, never actually happened. This era, he argues, is a fabrication inserted into historical records. The phantom time hypothesis, with its audacious claim, challenges our very understanding of the past. Illig's theory has sent ripples through academic circles and sparked countless debates. Could centuries vanish into thin air, leaving behind no trace but a manufactured history? The very idea is both intriguing and unsettling. Before dismissing it as pure fantasy, it's crucial to understand the arguments fueling this controversial hypothesis. Join us as we delve into the intricacies of the phantom time hypothesis and examine the evidence presented both for and against it. The phantom time hypothesis rests on the startling assertion that powerful figures in history conspired to rewrite time itself. According to Illig, Pope Sylvester II, Holy Roman Emperor Otto III, and possibly even Byzantine Emperor Constantine VII collaborated to fabricate nearly 3 centuries of history. Their motive? Illig suggests these rulers desired to place themselves closer to the year 1000 AD, a date imbued with immense religious and political significance. By manipulating historical records and potentially even the calendar system, Illig argues, these powerful figures could claim greater legitimacy for their reigns. The year 1000 AD held symbolic power, representing a milestone in the Christian calendar and a time of anticipated change. Placing themselves closer to this pivotal year, Illig posits, would have served to bolster their authority and influence. This audacious manipulation, if true, would mean that significant historical events and figures from the supposedly phantom period, including the reign of Charlemagne, were mere inventions. Illig's claim of a fabricated 297 years hinges on a few key arguments. He points to what he perceives as a scarcity of original documents from the period in question. The relative lack of primary sources from 614 to 911 AD, Illig argues, is evidence that this period was artificially inserted into history. He further highlights what he believes are discrepancies between the Julian calendar, used before the 16th century, and the Gregorian calendar adopted in 1582. These discrepancies, he suggests, are not simply errors in calculation, but deliberate manipulations designed to create the illusion of a longer history. Illig's interpretation of these calendar inconsistencies is central to his theory. He argues that the mathematical discrepancies point to a deliberate attempt to lengthen the timeline. This in turn supports his claim that the period from 614 to 911 AD is a fabrication. While Illig's observations might seem compelling at first glance, they have been met with considerable skepticism from the historical community. While intriguing, the phantom time hypothesis faces a mountain of evidence that contradicts its central claims. One of the most compelling counterarguments comes from the realm of global history. A 300-year gap in European history, as Illig suggests, would have had ripple effects across the world. However, other cultures such as the Chinese and Islamic civilizations have well-documented records from the period in question. These records show no such gap or discontinuity, casting serious doubt on Illig's theory. Furthermore, astronomical records provide strong evidence against a fabricated timeline. Astronomers have long used historical records of solar eclipses to verify past dates. These records, dating back centuries before 614 AD, align perfectly with modern astronomical calculations. This alignment would be impossible if the timeline had been manipulated as Illig suggests. The phantom time hypothesis therefore faces significant challenges from both historical and scientific perspectives.